to the Live from the Pen podcast, hosted by Smoke D, who was featured on UGK's Riding Dirty album. This ain't just a podcast, it's a movement. Live from the Pen is where the unheard get heard, where the forgotten get remembered, and where change starts with a conversation. We bring you stories from behind the walls, stories of pain, purpose, progress, and power. We're talking about men and women fighting to rebuild their lives, families trying to hold it together, and communities pushing for something better. This is an interactive prison reform platform, a place where you'll hear real voices, see real growth, and feel what redemption truly sounds like. No filters, no fake narratives. Just raw truth and the realities of incarceration, transformation, and survival. We're breaking the silence, we're breaking the stigma, and we're building bridges from the cell block to society. So tap in, stay locked with us, and be part of the change, because when we say live from the pen, we mean living proof that progress is possible, that redemption is real, and that every voice, no matter where it's coming from, deserves to be heard. For more Trill content, hit us up at TrillLife7613.com and join the Trill Life community, where truth, unity, and progress always stay true. Now reporting live from the pen, your host, Smoke D.
and actually Georgetown community.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Pierre Pryor Sr., local guy here, born, like I said, from Prosperity Street, Georgetown neighborhood. A local chef, owner of a business here in Georgetown.
Freedom's Point, and that's located on Freedom Corner, right?
Exactly right, Mr. Smoke. It's been around the neighborhood for a long time. I'm familiar with the area. My brother and I have now taken over as the new owner of the venue, and proud and we're happy to be there. And hope to do a lot of good things in that.
Brother Tinker, let me ask you, man, what inspired you, your brother, to purchase this store on at Freedom Point, now on Freedom's Corner?
Right. In short, duty.
Duty.
It's our duty.
Duty to the community.
Duty to so people, and be able to leave a legacy, carry on the legacy. We purchased the property. So there was a lot of buzz about that location and fighting that.
Right.
And so when I got word that it was for sale, Pierre and I were already working on something. For the most part, we just stopped what we were doing and understanding the importance of it and what it means to us as people, struggles that went on there at the corner. We just it couldn't settle in our mind to let anyone else have that location. And I'm glad Elder Brown saw it fit to make it happen as well.
Yeah, man. Y'all on a mission. Let me ask you this. It seems that purchasing this store is much bigger than purchasing this store. So in the community that y'all come from, y'all are really going back into the community that you grew up in to give back, right?
Smoke, you're absolutely right. Purchasing this property, man, was more than just purchasing this property. For us, it was like a dream come true. We here two homeboys, if you want to call it, use that term, from my neighborhood. having an opportunity, man, to own something that we've generated income into, that our people that I can put money into place for the last 25, 30 years. We grew up 2 blocks from that area as a kid, Prosperity Street. So it meant a lot for us to keep that property in the black ownership.
Right, keep
Oh.
keep that money in.
And we wanted to keep it there, keep it owned by our community. Very
Right.
important to us. A lot of times, you have people coming to the community, they own something, we want to keep the resources, income, the job opportunities, all those things. Want to build on it, keep it going for the next 20.
Brother Tinker, let me ask you this. In particular, from your scope, because we're doing some things, we stuff on there, we're going to announce them. What problems, and I don't know if y'all came up over there, y'all seen many dysfunctions, many idiosyncrasies, if you will. What problems are you all looking to solve off the dome? Like, what would be the first line item that you would do?
Yeah, so at the root of it, we talk about, we have many neighborhoods. We have many neighborhoods, whatnot, but we want to create community. As I understand it, and said before, community is where individuals within a certain geographical area own the dirt. They own the building that sits on the dirt. They own the business that are in the building that sits on the dirt. They own, they operate, manage, and control that. We don't have that as
Right.
so it is about ownership and it's about employment. That's an undeserved area too. And so where there is uh, low businesses and things of that nature, when you don't have all of the things that any other thriving community has, what that does, that is a nest egg for crime. And so there's no sense in talking about curbing crime if you're not talking about economic development.
Right.
And that's at the core of it. That's what we bring to the table. Of course, Pierre can speak for himself, but he has always been that person that's going to stand up on business. Someone wants a job, they go to Pierre.
Yeah.
That's how it has always been. Of course, he can expound on that.
Well, Brother Pierre, we talked earlier, and you said that you were dealing with a lot of returning citizens, and giving them jobs and whatnot, but you being a master chef. Carrying it over into this community, because what I understand, you're going to be the cook. You're going to be the chef. Let me take that back. You're going to be the chef over there at Freedom's Point and Freedom Corner. So what do you see as it pertains to challenges? Because you're going to be more now because you back in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm back in the neighborhood. You're right, Smoke. But Freedom Corner, it's been open for a while, and they got good things going on right there. Right, they're cooking food, they're doing breakfast, they're doing lunches. But I just want to come in and enhance that. Okay, enhance that for our community, for our customers that come in here. I think that we can grow a lot more than what we're doing right now. Of course, hiring, people in the community. I want to be able to train people to come up to be chefs. Yeah. This community, Jackson's growing, and I want to give back as much as this community gave me.
Right.
That's how I see myself as a leader in that department, growing chefs, cooks, and stuff. Expanding our business down the road. That community is a great community. Like I said, we grew up there. I worked downtown for a long time, and now it's time for me to come back.
Right.
Give what I've learned back to my community. So we.
We also, brother, since the last time we had an interview here live from the pen, we didn't put some projects together. Tell us about Saturday.
Oh, well.
And what's coming?
Well, Saturday is, in fact, a beautiful thing, what we have in store. Of course, we have the Dr. Martin Luther King parade, what Councilman Stoke puts on each year. Does a fantastic job with that and live and whatnot. So we got the parade going on, but then we also doing a video, and we're pushing Ansu, my company, Real Estate Development Holding, real estate development company, and we have primary interest in those entities that are engaged in the planning, the development, and maintenance for African. And because we have to build what we don't have, we have to stop going to other people, expecting them to do for us what we should be doing for ourselves.
Right.
And so, uh, you know, and so this, then we'll also be doing a documentary about Freedom Corner, or ownership that prior to it, and about Georgetown community, because it was a pivotal point in the civil rights movement and a very sustainable community in those days, to where there's so much that we do not know. We just say Freedom Corner, but not really understand impact that positive impact that it had on the community in Jackson, and and then in other places. And so, what we are doing is that we're just
Right.
As I said, my brother and I, we got together, and please don't let me leave my wife out, but not.
No, you cannot. No, you
and
cannot.
And we got together and say, hey, here's what's for us. What can we do? Everybody say, let's go for it. So what we bring to the table is something in the sense of share that at some other time.
And if I can interject for a minute right here, we want Freedom Corner not just to be a gas station or a place you can come get. We want to be a focal point of the community. If you can remember back, you can come there, hey, get your local news, maybe pay some bills. I don't know.
Continue the legacy that Mr. Brown built, because
exactly.
it's been a pillar of the
focal
community.
Point, you can come here, you can meet, drop comments, whatever it is. We want to be that place that you come to commute and talk, come find out about the latest thing. And that's how we're gonna.
And even though to touch back on what Brother Tink was saying about different ethnic groups coming into our neighborhood, keep in mind and please understand, we're not excluding anyone. We're merely including us.
Right.
And so that's it. And so this Saturday, what is the 17th? We're gonna be shooting a video starring yours truly, my wife. The song is called Right Now. It will start at 9 in the morning at what is it? Freedom's Point.
Freedom's Point.
Located on Freedom's Corner. Everybody
right.
come out and be a part of something good, and we're gonna unite, have food, have fun, and just
enjoy the parade, enjoy the fellowship, enjoy family,
enjoy each other,
and enjoy each other. Those babies are gonna be out there, and so I know our people are gonna be on the best behavior, because our children is gonna be the center. Is really the center of everything that we do. Smoke.
Indeed.
And so we look to legacy for our babies, whatnot, for our younger generation, where we can really have some positive influence in their lives. And so, they can kind of think different. When they have different things presented to them, I guarantee you, they're going to make some difference.
Brother, let me ask you another question. Both of y'all, this question is both. What have been some of y'all biggest challenges, and as it pertains to acquiring this store? How hard was it?
Well, let me say, Smoke. For me, it was kind of hard, man. Man, like my brother said, we had other endeavors that we were working on first, and had our money and our time, in something else. And like I said, this thing came about, and I was like, wow, we got to drop what we're doing. So I had to stop what I was doing for that part. Hey, try to turn around. It took us like maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 months to get this deal done. Being the fact that resources got to be all these things you got to have. And we were ready to meet that criteria, man.
Andy, what resources helped you the most?
Well, money, man.
Well, I know that.
But the biggest thing is, man, a person needs to set themselves. You have a certain amount. You got to have good credit. It's just basic things you hear about all the time. When you want to go buy a car, you want to buy a home. Credit. You need some credit. You need to have some good credit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we need to, show our people that these things can be done. Right. You can acquire a lot of things that we can acquire that we think we can't get, that we think we can't own. But we can become owners all the time.
Right.
we can become leaders in our community. That's what we strive to do here.
Yes, sir.
And the thing about it is, so we and the thing about it is that we did not just wake up
Yeah.
today, and say we want business.
Right.
It started way back when. So what goes into becoming a business, and at what level one want to become a business? So you've got to think about all of those things, well, and then as Pierre says, it's about your credit. And also about one's temperament, things like that. What kind of positive relationship are you building?
Right.
Okay. And how you moving. It's very, very important. And so there's a number of things that one has to take into consideration, seeking to do a thing.
Right.
You want something. Yeah. You may knock on the door, man, it doesn't get answered. You gotta keep knocking.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna have
for y'all, that's a tall feat.
Yeah, and like you said, you got to have the temperament. We started this when we were kids. My father instilled us having a business. We had a small store when we were young over in the Georgetown area, that went through. Then he and I got together. We had a club back here in the 90s. It was very good business, whatever reason, have it. Then we had a business in Clinton, a restaurant in Clinton. So we never stopped. So you haven't had that mentality that I'm going to grow, I'm going to become an owner. That's what we're supposed to do here as humans being, go out, have something, grow something, take a business for your family, have a legacy to build on.
Right.
That's what we're trying to do here.
Well, yeah, brother.
For our kids and for our community.
And go ahead, bro.
No, and I just want to say also leverage, anything that you can accumulate has value. Other people recognize it as you can always leverage. And from expensive cars to land, real estate, real estate and things of that nature. So it's all about the leverage, and it's about being creative. And then if you have a motivated seller, depending on what you want to purchase, that too helps. Then if you're building a relationship with with your local bank, helps.
Yeah. Yeah, all of this stuff is imperative to helping us, like you say, in America, we're probably 13%, 80%.
Yes.
This kind of coming together, you brothers are phenomenal because number one, you brothers. That's a hard thing to do, at least in Jackson for me. You rarely see families with the capacity to work together, let alone get a business. So my thing of it is with you guys is, how do y'all plan on keeping a substantial level of sustainability?
Yeah. Well, the first thing that we decided, bro, listen, at the end of the day, we ain't finna fall out.
Right. Right.
It happens a lot.
Period. We're not finna fall out about no money.
Right.
And so, and then from that, then you go in. You go to work, and so transparency is very important. Pierre, works a great deal, and so he don't need to be concerned about, whether or not those deposits, and whether or not money being taken or trying to skim off the top.
Right.
We have built a relationship that he doesn't even have to think about it. Well, do you think about it? No.
But all those things he's saying, that's what destroys a business when it's a family-owned business.
Right.
Those are the kind of things that can
work
destroy.
together.
But my brother and I, we built a relationship. My whole family, we have a very, very close family.
That's beautiful.
They sisters, brothers, man, they dig in. If one of us is down or needs something to help,
That's beautiful, man.
My sisters are coming. They're coming. They're gonna cut my grass. They're gonna whatever it takes to keep me up and keep me going.
Like
they're gonna do it, man.
cover.
They're gonna do it. And I love them for it, man. And they love me for it. This guy tells me that, man, he was little. I just took care of my brother. I love him for that.
Real deal.
Real deal.
So, man, what's some of the things y'all planning besides this Saturday, 17? I'm just throwing this in there. We're gonna have a
Mhm.
Martin Luther King Day parade. We're doing a video shoot for Ansooth and Right Now. The name of the
Mhm.
song is called Right Now.
Okay.
You know, we need credit right now. We need to get together right
Yeah.
now. We try to need to love each other right now.
Right
Right
now.
now. Everything is
now.
right now.
Right now.
No more talking to Mr. Yesterday.
It's
right
like
now.
it's like having a harvest for the world out, a harvest for our people.
Tastes like chicken.
And
Tastes just like chicken, bro.
so the Freedom Corner, we got some good things. When I get there, full time, we're gonna probably have a customer appreciation day somewhere down the road. Show our love for the community. We're gonna new things we got. We're gonna implement. For our customers that come there every day. We don't just want to be local gas station. We want to be. We want to be. We want to be the community.
Yeah,
place
pillar
to
in,
come.
in the community, be involved
Stop in.
more than just
Yeah.
being a store in the community, actually knowing the community.
We want,
getting
our
involved.
goal is to see our faces out in the community. You may see us out. Maybe we'll come up, clean up Brown Johnson, or promote something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But those things are gonna come forward.
Man,
We're
y'all
gonna
creating
answer
a
the
few
call.
jobs there.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Come on,
And,
man.
that's just that one store. The store that's 13 is it.
It's a lot for us.
That's a great number, but that money's going right back
right
into
back.
the community.
And beautiful thing is,
Man,
so we're gonna have more of that, and that especially we're on the Meggett Evers Boulevard. Also, development. I don't know where they are with that, but if they don't, certainly there should be no reason why drive 4-5 miles to go to a local store. And I know there's other stores right around the corner. The thing about it is serving our best interest. And now, grateful that it's there, but I think that we can do. No, in fact, I know that we can do a lot better. When we pull together, just the amount of
We want to serve the community. We want to be servants of our
right,
community.
and so now there's only so many things that a service station can house, and so there are other opportunities that are available that's in that area of needs that is not being met.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this, brother. What are some of those needs? And then on the flip side, how can the community help this situation more than just coming and buying and stuff from you? So how can the community get involved in what you're doing?
But one of the things that we want to do is encourage our brothers and sisters to not flee this because it is not falling. The hype. The hype to and if you can find a blighted property, get with your other family, your friends, your homeboys, your homegirls, go out and purchase a blighted property. Fix it up, maintain it, you live in it or get some. We have to build that again. We have to build all around those valuable areas. Freedom Corner belongs to us. And so when we get more individuals moving back into our neighborhood, turning them into community, that's how grow it. But not only that, so what we do at a small level, we can do as a collective.
That brings me to my next question. And I'm thinking, community, family. Is there a way that you can get a community to trust?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. We are working on community trust and land trust. Our operation. We are ourselves moving back. So on the property, this is one of the things that we had to drop. But that community, that land is going to be a community land trust. So those are some of the things that we've got to discuss. When you build those community land trusts, and we do want to develop those. Right? And when we develop those areas, we don't want tax property tax to go off the roof. But what we have to do is set some things in place to put a ceiling so that we don't displace.
Right.
See, we are developing without displacement.
Right.
Okay. And that's why we want to encourage our brothers and sisters to go out and buy the property next door. If you can't buy
Buy real estate, buy some ownership,
Yeah.
buy some terra
Yeah,
firma,
yeah,
some land.
Yeah.
if you
You know.
can't buy it by yourself, get your homeboy.
Brother, that's
It
beautiful. though.
it
You
will
got
give you a return on it. You just have to hold on
13
to it.
sustainable jobs.
For one
People
little
in the
one little gas
community.
station.
One little
Into, man, that's
But that one little, that one little gas station. Our people, I wish, well, I don't wish, but when Pierre and I, now this Pierre, don't forget a face.
Mm.
He came in there, and we effective hours, and he some folks that he ain't seen in 30, 40 years. He recognized it.
Yeah.
Some of them recognized him. He recognized all of them.
sort of
first.
like a homegoing.
It was a home going, and we settled right into that. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man,
Yeah.
and the people received us with so much love.
And I'm pretty sure, bro, Pierre, you've been, can I say it on this thing? You've been the head chef at, what's the name of
Iron
the
Horse Bar and Grill.
Iron Horse Bar and
Iron
Grill.
Horse Bar and Grill, man. You know everybody. You done cook.
26 years.
And that kind of influence, brother, coming from that community to bring it back into that community and to bring your cooking skills with it. Man,
Skills I
y'all
wouldn't
gonna
teach
have more
somebody
than
else,
13 jobs
Yeah.
over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Man,
with
I've
13
employed
money,
lots of people over the last 40 years now. Other places I work, so I'm a known chef in town. I've done all the food shows, the South Food, Wine and Beverage magazines. I'm all over the place.
Yes,
Time for me
sir.
to roost at home. Time
Time
to
to bring that back
bring
home and give it to
though,
some of these
to see
children.
if give some of these kids out here, man. And there are a lot of kids that they're in need of. A lot of kids don't know they need it. They need it though.
right?
It's not for
absolutely.
me. It's for somebody like you. You may inspire somebody by your show you have tonight. I mean, I don't know thing, but
Yeah.
my thing is in the hospitality food business. I love it. I've done it for 14 years.
Man, and you can a real deal in that community. I
Yeah.
mean, a food
Yeah,
kitchen
I'm gonna put it out there,
back
man.
in Georgetown again.
So watch the connection. And beverage. Come on,
Well, you're gonna need some land and you're gonna need
Come
something
on
to
now.
sell
Yeah.
once you go on that
Come on
land. Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Y'all working collectively and your
Together.
skills
Yeah.
are working together in unison. That-
And let me share this with you. And so Freedom Point, okay, and we're doing
the Gemini Group.
Mhm.
we're 50-50 with that. Gemini Group specialty. Well, ultimately,
All this is under the Ansuth umbrella.
no, it's not under the same umbrella.
Different
Two different
Two
entities.
different-
But this is teamwork. See how that works?
Mhm.
That's what it's about.
two
Teamwork.
companies pairing together for one
One come and go.
come and go.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
And Pierre, if you don't mind me saying, the folks have been so
It's like chicken.
that would be
That would be a
You see,
thing,
listen,
man.
we only
I
have
have
about-
kids. I know people that need that
Yeah.
13
Yeah.
more jobs
13 more jobs.
that we need.
In fact, the next location may be a tad bigger. So maybe
we
more-
need that in our black community.
Yeah.
We probably got one or two black-owned convenience stores and gas stations in the city. Look south or somewhere west of there,
I
We don't-
mean,
we
you
don't
know,
own them.
and it is. It does.
some of them are
It's-
closed down. There's nobody there, but there's a need for them.
Right,
There's
right.
no, on our end of the work, there's no grocery store no more on Mart. We grew up. That was down there. There was United Power Store down there. There was 1 Hour More Nights and Cleaner. There was Gus Hamburgers. There was everything was down there. There's nothing on Delta Mart or
Yeah,
now,
so-
now going to it. Yes, it
Right,
is. So that was a thriving. We want to see it thrive again. That's
Yeah.
our goal. Our goal is to get it back. Help get it back.
Right.
We can't do it alone. We can't do it without the community support.
Right.
That's what we're saying.
And-
we got to do the right things for the community supporters, and this is what we're going to try to do.
Right. They need rejuvenation in order to be able to rejuvenate.
Right.
You know,
Change has got to
Right.
come. Everybody's don't want change, but we know we need change. Some are going to cling to it. Some of us not.
and it's all our endeavor. Yes, after ultimately we want to.
Mhm.
Right.
At the end of
And
the
so
day,
that's takes some structuring, quality,
but
but
it can happen.
that's what we're
It can
giving
certainly happen.
actually ownership. You know how you say, "Oh, my team, Dallas Cowboys, my team, this,"
Hey, lay off the Cowboys. That's what I tell you.
or San Francisco. I don't know what,
Yeah, you
but
don't own nothing
but
in
you
there.
don't own it.
Yeah,
When it's time to cut the paychecks, you be missing out.
Mhm.
It
But
ain't your
we
team
want to
anymore.
give ownership. We are going to give ownership to the community.
The
Yes,
community,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Having this, I mean, you just got here, bro, and you putting on your first community block party on Martin Luther King Day.
Sir.
You know,
Hey,
that's the kind of stuff that we need to have a showing that we are here. You know what I mean? That
that's right.
Mhm.
we can. You look at the news, everything is negative. We need some positive light
Yes.
in this city. And brother, I love the fact that y'all done put this thing together, man. It inspires me
Yes,
and the people around me to, be a business owner, a
These
black
are things you
business
can
owner.
do without having politicians do it for you.
Indeed.
Their job is up in whatever, but the guys, we're the everyday people. We're a part of the everyday people. Like last song said, I'm everyday people.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than that.
if you hadn't noticed.
Oh,
So I think we should. One of our endeavors should be open kitchen, grill. You were at the pipe and sous chef or the
yeah,
chef.
the singing chef.
Yeah, playing music, DJing
Yeah.
and playing music.
Yeah, man. But like I say, all in all, this is a beautiful thing, man. It's like here in Jackson, Mississippi,
At a time,
a time like this in the middle of it. You know what I mean? That speaks volume, man, to you good brothers. And be able to work together, coexist together, not have problems. You all are really an example for this city.
And I think a lot of people, some of us, like we probably could have bought that on us around, probably, but don't want to be in business. Want to be down there every day. We are.
Right.
I am the everyday.
Yeah.
I don't care where I've been, how I've been. I've never come. I knew how to be who I am, where I come. That's why we wanted that. It represents who we are. We really
Man,
are.
if they love you at Charlie, they gonna really love you
Yeah.
down there because now you're cooking for yourself.
now, so Smoke. Now here's the button neck. What he said, he is on point. That's, he can do a 12-hour shift at the horse.
Mhm.
Go hang out on Prosperity, buddies. After
Mhm.
12 hours,
True.
he is rooted and checking on people. He's making, doing
Yeah.
whatever he can to make sure they're employed, taking them to work, even after his busy schedule.
Bro, what about you? What you doing?
Huh?
What you doing?
I'm watching.
It's keeping me. It's keeping
Little bro sitting on the porch watching, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but that's a beautiful thing. It takes
Yeah.
that kind of heart, it takes that kind of light. And it's hard sometimes to do that in a place that brings forth so much burden, but somebody gotta do it. We
Yeah,
like superheroes on the job.
Does it get hard
I mean,
sometimes? Yes. Do I get yes, but I'm always thinking, you know what?
And
This is what
Smoke, yeah, you just
this makes me feel. It makes me feel who I am. That's
I'm
why I
glad,
do
man,
it.
that you could come out and Mr. Socrates, provide a platform for this kind of engagement,
Right.
because this is needed. This kind of basically commiserated the whole talked about a little bit. This is what's needed for
Absolutely.
black men, especially in this
I
city.
just did a 11-hour shift a day in the kitchen. It was banging.
Man, y'all been down to the Iron Horse Grill and y'all ate some of this damn food, which y'all probably have. Most of the city, all the city has. You gonna really love it over there at Freedom Corner. Located on Freedom Corner.
That's
I'm gonna be there
32,
first.
41.
Man, I am the golden chicken eating. I'm gonna be first up in there trying to get me some of that fried chicken.
Man,
Yeah, man. We finally coming to a close, man. It just seemed like it happened so quick. I want to start, brother. Yeah, man, I want to thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Brother.
Enjoyed
You know what it is, man. Y'all tune in. Until next time, this has been Live from the Pen. I'm your host, Smoke D. Y'all stay.
Deuces.
Welcome to the Live from the Pen podcast, hosted by Smoke D, who was featured on UGK's Riding Dirty album. This ain't just a podcast, it's a movement. Live from the Pen is where the unheard get heard, where the forgotten get remembered, and where change starts with a conversation. We bring you stories from behind the walls, stories of pain, purpose, progress, and power. We're talking about men and women fighting to rebuild their lives, families trying to hold it together, and communities pushing for something better. This is an interactive prison reform platform, a place where you'll hear real voices, see real growth, and feel what redemption truly sounds like. No filters, no fake narratives. Just raw truth and the realities of incarceration, transformation, and survival. We're breaking the silence, we're breaking the stigma, and we're building bridges from the cell block to society. So tap in, stay locked with us, and be part of the change. Because when we say live from the pen, we mean living proof that progress is possible, that redemption is real, and that every voice, no matter where it's coming from, deserves to be heard. For more Trill content, hit us up at TrillLife7613.com and join the Trill Life community, where truth, unity, and progress always stay true. Now reporting live from the pen, your host,